Guys, this Bitcoin drop you're seeing right now is not what you think. Today, I'm going to go through the reason why we have dropped right now. I'm going to prepare you for what's to come, and I'm also going to share with you what I am personally doing right now. I am taking action. I will explain it all in today's video. So welcome back everybody, my name is Chris, bringing you cryptocurrency videos every day, teaching you how to make money in this market. If you are new to the channel, then make sure to subscribe and activate the bell right now. And guys, before we start, if you are a developer, if you are a webmaster or just technical project manager, we want you, go to the top link of the description and apply with this link right here. And with that said, let's talk about Bitcoin. So yesterday we did talk about this specific triangle formation, and we talked about this having a breakout or breakdown within the next few hours. And what happened yesterday, we did see a breakdown from this triangle pattern. Now I will talk about the catalyst for this in a little bit, but looking at this, really the target from this triangle, now that we have broken down, is really the lowest level of it, which is at about 23,500. So we are already pretty close to the target of this triangle breaking down. So if you took that short yesterday, you can even see that we broke down, had that retest like this, had that retest 2 times and then 3 times actually, and then continuation to the downside. So this was textbook yesterday. So let me know if you took advantage of this trade yesterday. And as you know, I've been talking about this and how if we were to see a breakdown, I am going to go heavy inside of the orange box down here at 22,500. Okay, so I'm still gonna do that, guys. Now this 4-hourly candle, this hasn't closed yet, and if you look at the previous candle, we did trade below the edge of this particular orange box previously as well, but we didn't close below it. So we could still see a rally for us to go above the edge of the orange box and just have the wick trading below this on this particular candle. So we need to be on the lookout for that. But if we close below this orange box, then I am anticipating us coming down to 22,600. But today we have major events. There's obviously exceptions for everything. There's always things you need to pay attention to. And just like I said, I'm going to go through all of them here today. But the first thing is that on the technical point, from a technical standpoint, this orange line proved to be very strong resistance. Okay, this orange box, the edge of the orange box, tried to hold up the Bitcoin price here, didn't manage to do that. And the reason why we had such a pullback right now is because the traditional markets have been taking an absolute beating. And especially if you look at yesterday, we did see a significant drop in traditional markets. And looking at the traditional markets like this, you can even see that Bitcoin is not holding up that bad. Bitcoin is actually holding up pretty well if you look, if you compare it to the traditional markets here. Well, okay, why did the traditional markets go down? Well, this is why I'm telling you that this crypto dump is not what it seems like, because the markets are now pricing in a 24% chance of a 50 basis point rate hike in March. So basically the market they're getting really scared now again of the Fed, because the Fed are not seeing the inflation come down at the rate they wanted to see. Of course, last month we did have the inflation actually go up a little bit. This is something I talked about on my channel. In fact, I was warning you about the scenario as we were approaching those numbers coming out. So you got that heads up on this channel, but nonetheless, we did see that. So the Fed are looking at the job market and seeing that the job market is still strong as well. So now, because of this, people are being really, really scared, even anticipating the interest rate going up to as high as 6% in 2023. And this was considered to be at most like 5.5%. So yes, people are getting scared. What are the Fed going to do now that they're not seeing their measures have massive effects on the market? Well, for us as traders, it's not necessarily something that is bad. We can still take advantage of that volatility. In fact, we've gone down from this level at 24,870. Okay, we're starting to go down here again. And as you know, my bot, I'm going to give you that update because I know a lot of you guys have this bot active as well. So this bot, you see 24,800. So we've been able to pinpoint the exact, almost to the exact dollar where we are going to have those rejections. And pinpointing these, it gives us a lot of opportunity to make profit, buying as we're going lower, taking profit as we're going higher, and the bot is taking action right now as well. So the longer we trade in this vicinity, the more profits the bot is going to make. So even though the market may go sideways, it's still making insane amounts of profit. So I'm not too worried about that. And eventually, as you know, on my long-term charts here, guys, eventually we're gonna get closer to this white line, and inside of this box, we're gonna have, this is where most of the upside is going to come from, in my opinion. So us, having a little bit more sideways, having a little bit more bearishness in the market, preparing us for what's to come here. This is still several weeks away. In May of 2023, us having that opportunity to plan for a little bit longer, this is something I think is absolutely fantastic. And let's look at these longer term charts as well. Well, before we do that, you do have the best trading bonuses available on this planet down in the description. You do have $30,000 on Bybit. As you know, I'm using OKX for my bot, which is at massive profit. You're able to also use that bot and get up to $50,000 on OKX. I also have a bot running on BitGet, same settings as with OKX, up to $8,400 on BitGet. And also we do have Femex $4,000. So make sure to take advantage of these offers if you want to start trading. So let's look at some longer term charts. So I've been talking about this trend line right here for a while, and you can see that yes, we haven't been able to break it. And this is looking pretty similar to actually what you saw in 2019. If you remember that video I made, I showed you this. So in 2019, we had the same thing. We had a bottoming pattern. We did have a pump. You did have this resistance hitting it multiple times on the daily time frame. And then when we finally broke it, then we went to the upside ferociously. So if you look at where we are at right now as well, you have a bottoming pattern right here. You have a big pump. You have this resistance trend line going sideways. So are we going to break this eventually? Yes, we are going to break it eventually. But for now, we did get that rejection. So we're keeping an eye on this. But long-term things are still looking good, guys. You have this massive wedge. Of course, the target from this wedge, this is on the weekly time frame. So this is going to take, this could potentially take years for us to reach this target. But it is at the previous all-time high, guys. So things are still, like from a technical standpoint, things are looking still very well. From a standpoint of making money on these short-term trades or on the bots, things are looking well. We do have the bot doing that magic. We do know the reason why the market did actually take a beating to the downside, but this is not something that I am concerned about. In fact, this just gives us an even better opportunity. Now, everything could change today because the Fed are going to have that speech today. And what are they going to say? Well, people are really scared about that. But nonetheless, this could influence the price heavily to the upside and to the downside. So we need to be aware of that. This is why I do have my buy orders ready down here at 22,500. Should we come down here, I will be very happy loading up on a Bitcoin trade. If not, if we just go sideways, maybe we have a little bit of a pump, maybe some rejection here, whatever it may be, then the bot is going to continue to do its magic. So nothing to worry about there for me, at least. I am fine with every scenario possible. Guys, that's what I got for you today. I hope that you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you in the next one.